In this video, I'll guide you through how to change your Vercel domain name step by step. By the end, you'll know exactly where to click in the Vercel dashboard and what to update at your domain registrar so your new domain points correctly to your Vercel project. Let's start from inside your Vercel account. First, sign in and open the project that you want to change the domain for. Once you're viewing that project, look for the navigation section where you can manage things like settings and deployments. Here, you'll want to go to the domain section. This is where Vercel lets you add, remove, and configure the domains connected to your project. Inside the domains area, you'll see any existing domains that are already linked to this project. To add your new one, find the field or button that lets you enter a domain. Click into that field, type in your new domain name exactly as you own it, and then click Add. Take a moment to double check your spelling here, including whether you want the www version or just the root domain, because a small typo can cause a lot of confusion later. As soon as you add the domain, Vercel will generate the DNS records you need to set up at your domain registrar. These records tell the internet where to send traffic when someone types in your domain. What Vercel shows you next depends on whether you added an Apex domain like example.com or a subdomain like app.example.com or www.example.com. If you're using an Apex domain, Vercel will provide an A record. This is a DNS record that points your domain directly to an IP address that Vercel controls. You'll see something like type A along with the value you need to copy. If you're using a subdomain, Vercel will instead provide a sname record. A sname doesn't point to an IP address directly. It points your subdomain to another host name that Vercel manages, which then routes traffic correctly. Now it's time to update these records where your domain is registered. Open a new tab and sign in to your domain registrar such as GoDaddy, Namecheap, or wherever you purchased your domain. Once you're logged in, find the domain you just added in Vercel and open its DNS management or DNS settings page. Different providers label this area slightly differently, but you're looking for the section where you can add or edit DNS records. If Vercel gave you an A record, create a new A record at your registrar. Set the host or name field according to what Vercel shows, then paste in the IP address provided by Vercel as the value. Save that record. If Vercel instead gave you a CNAME record, create a new CNAME in your registrar's DNS panel, set the host or subdomain name, and paste the target host name from Vercel as the value. Save that as well. After you've updated your DNS records, go back to the domain section in Vercel and wait a bit while the changes propagate. DNS can take a few minutes to update, and sometimes longer depending on your registrar's settings. Once everything is in place and the records have propagated, Vercel will show the domain as properly configured and your new domain name will be live and pointing to your project.